What's up, guys? BrownieBits here, and we are back in BrownieLand for another brand new episode. So we are standing in front of the Senate building that we worked on last episode. As you can see in here, I have put in some of these little risers, as I would call them, and yeah. So I also took out the little light post because it's not needed right now. But today we're not going to be working over here. Nope. We are going to be working right across the street as the sun is setting. Of course it would be. But we're going to be working on this building right here, which is going to be absolutely massive, as you can see. So I've kind of done a little bit of planning. But before I got too far along, I wanted to bring you guys in and talk about what we're doing. So today we are going to be working on a little bath building. Now, in Greek and Roman culture, back in the day, it was actually very, very, very popular and very needed to be to go to the baths and make sure that you were clean. So very similar to how we are today, only rather than having their own personal baths and their own personal houses, they would have these large, or I mean, these buildings, these public or private bathhouses that many people would be able to go to. So as the sun sets, let's go ahead and jump right on into this episode. Alright guys, and welcome back. Let's see here. So I'm thinking we do kind of like what we did over here, only I'm going to change up the design ever so slightly. This, that, and that can go away. We can replace it by doing this. Yeah, so we'll do this with the stairs to make the feet again. But this time, we're actually going to have... Oh, excuse me. We're actually going to have a little, like, walkway between them. Now, it's not going to be a huge walkway, obviously. But this is going to be kind of like a little landing area for the people that are going to be coming into the bath to kind of relax, get massages, you know, and actually clean themselves. So we will come over here, pick up these two because they are in the sight line. Oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight. All right, so this is going to be a fun little episode, apparently. All right. So this is kind of how I'm thinking. So we'll do these pillars up to 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this roof here is going to be something kind of similar to that, only we're going to have it a little bit larger than this part here. I may end up changing that one. Just because I think it feels a little too small. But I don't know yet. We will have to see real fast. I really like this portal texture. Oh my gosh, I really like it. I wish I could figure out how to change the particles. So if any of you guys know how to change particles in the texture packs, let me know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I need cyan dot. Whoops. Ooh, this is difficult. Oh, okay. We will do that. Get some more of the cactus dye. I do not need any more of this stuff because I was actually just kind of chopping down wood. Ooh, I will take more of you for sure. For sure. In fact, I may just wait until this... Ooh, that's going to take forever. Yeah, I'm going to end up needing to go and get more of that cyan or not cyan, more of the hardened clay, because that is a pretty valuable resource around here. So I think I'm going to cut this here. Wait for this cactus to smelt up into the cactus green dye, and I'll be back with you, and we'll continue work on that building. Alright, so we are back now, and I'm trying to figure out how big I want this kind of courtyard to be. And this is going to be something that we need to make the right size so that we're not cutting into the rest of this area. But also kind of makes sense as far as a courtyard goes. So I'm actually going to bring this this inner wall down quite a bit. I think that's going to be good. In fact, let's just take a look and see what it looks like at that. Actually, you know what? This is not that bad. We would be able to do a lot. Let's see. Where? I will take all of the dirt I can get. In fact, I'll take all of the grass I can get at the beginning part. And then the dirt we'll just kind of fill in where we need it to be. Okay, so we have that. I'm just going to fill this in and just take a glance at how big this courtyard is going to be, and see if we can make this kind of work. Because like I've said before, a lot of the Roman buildings were centered or had a courtyard that was kind of the centerpiece of the house or the building. So that's where people would go to relax, to entertain. Very much like a living room is for us today. The courtyard was that way for the Romans. And the bigger the courtyard, the more guests that you could have, and kind of the more influence you had within the city. It was definitely a status symbol to have a large courtyard. Oops, did not mean to do that. I think I got like something in my mouth, and it's kind of bugging me right now. It's like at that point where it's like rubbing up against my tongue, so it's kind of like weirding me out a little bit. I don't know what it is. It might be a hair, and I don't like that. Anyways, continuing on. Let's go ahead and finish this up real fast, and then take a look. Yeah, I think this is the size that I'm wanting for it. So let's go ahead and just build up this side here, and we'll go all the way around. And I think I'm going to go to the top of those pillars there. And there is the lava sound that I don't really like, but can't do much about that right now. Now the other thing I'm kind of thinking about is underneath of these hard or terracotta blocks, I think I may put down dirt. That way it's a little easier to build up around it, and it's a little bit more solid. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. So we are doing this. I don't think I'm going to have enough dirt. No, I'm definitely not. Okay, so that's fine. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Let's come over here. And I'm just going to double check real fast and make sure. I think I took... Oh, there we go. I do have enough dirt. Okay. So... And then when we come through with the different rooms that are going to be like in this little hallway, I guess you could call it. I mean, they're going to be different, separate rooms. Basically, the first rooms that people would enter, you would have especially in kind of the more private bathhouses, you would have a place for the servants of the rich people. You would have a place for the men, and then a place for the women to enter, all separate. Because you would have different like locker rooms or changing rooms, I guess. I mean, locker room would be equivalent to what we have now. So basically, that's where you would change and get ready to go into the actual bath themselves. And it provides a kind of a private area for you to get ready and change clothes in. And usually these changing rooms had a much larger men section than a women's section, because there would be more men usually going to these bathhouses than women. So they kind of made it an area where obviously a much larger crowd would show up, so they would make a much larger room to change it. So that's the idea. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's right. 5. Okay. So it'd come up to here initially. And I don't want to make this too big. In fact, let's go ahead and do this all the way around. We'll get 5 all the way around and then see about that. Because the different rooms are going to have different features. There is going to be 3 or 4 little pool areas in here. And I'm thinking 3 based off of the area that we have. I might be able to fit 4 in. I don't know. But the idea is, so the starting pool is going to be the larger one. And that's going to be a cold pool. So it's going to have cold water in it that is pumped in from the aqueducts. Oops. And so the water would be pumped in from the aqueducts and started off in that pool. And then after you kind of got used to that water, what would happen is you would move to a lukewarm water. So it's kind of heated, but not really. It's not cold, but not hot. It's just lukewarm, something that's comfortable. And then after you were done in that one, you would move on to the next warmer one, or the hottest one, depending on how large the bathhouse was. There would be multiples of the different temperatures in there. So you would have tons of different areas to actually bathe in. And so basically you would go and do that. So you would do that cold to hot, and then you would end up going back to the cold area where you would get a massage with oils. And in some cases, some of the larger ones, which we might have a large enough one here. In some of the larger ones, there would be a dry room where you would finish off after the final cold room. And basically that would be equivalent to a sauna is nowadays. So basically it's hot, it's steam, and you're sweating a lot, and kind of detoxing that way. So yeah, that would be, that's kind of the idea for these baths, or at least this bath that we're working on here. And so this is going to be a very lush garden area. It's, you want it to look nice, but then we're also going to have the entrances into the locker rooms. So we're actually just going to be basically doing it, not necessarily more traditional, but as if it was not as large as this is. So basically we're only going to have 2 entrances in this one. Because making a 3rd entrance, I feel, is not necessary, I guess. Okay, 1, 2, and now we can continue. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then kind of take a look at what we have, and exactly how I'm going to kind of build up this roof and lay out the rooms. And then I'll be back with a little bit more progress done. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, and welcome back. So, I've decided to raise this up by 1 more block. I think the roof's going to work the best here. Now this is going to be an interesting section here because, let's see, we want to have this come around. So basically this bottom part here is going to go all the way around. So let's see. It is, and then, so, and then there is the middle. Right here. So, we've got to figure out exactly how this turn is going to happen. And so that there, oops, is the middle. Yep. Am I using the right? Yeah, okay, I am. So, up. Gotta place the right block. Okay. Which means this right here yeah, because this area right here is actually bigger than this, I believe. I think so. So I don't know exactly how we're going to do the roof. Basically. That's basically what I'm saying. I know this part is going to go all the way around, though. The other thing I did, let's break through here real fast as the sun is setting. I did switch out the prismarine bricks for the gray terracotta. I think that looks a lot better, and it kind of goes with the whole theme of kind of the community buildings. Let's take a nap real fast. Okay, so, and then in here, I'm thinking we have door right here. And then this one is going to have to be up a little bit. Door right here. And then the main entrance, which is going to be... What we can do is actually do a double door. Now, honestly, I do not like that. Might just do a square opening like a so. So then this is going to be, I'm thinking this here is going to be the hot or the dry room. And then you're going to have pretty much the cold pool right here. And then I think it's going to go warm and then hot in this corner over here. So, and I don't think they're going to be very, very huge. Thinking maybe with a little walkway all the way around it. Get out of here. With a walkway all the way around it. I think that's going to be the hot one. That size. So this is where all the water is going to be. The cold one, however, let's get a little bit more of a walkway. Oh, I don't have more of this. That's fine. Okay, so there's the walkway, and then I think, actually, you know what? We might just bring the cold one all the way down, like a so, and then have a wall, like right here. Maybe? Because we do want to split them up a little bit. And then the lukewarm one, where's the middle? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the middle here. So bring that across like a so. do I have? I've got one. Okay. That's fine. We can make it work. So basically what I'm building here, so you have the dry room on the other side over there. And that would probably have some sort of like fire down here or something to make it dry out. But what this room would be the actual place where the employees would heat this pool here, because basically as this room heats up and like whatever fire or whatever is in here burning, it would go underneath the floor and go up right over to here, and we'll symbolize that with the magma cube or magma blocks. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that kind of planned out, making some good progress, honestly. And now this is actually going to be a much more realistic, not realistic, I guess. That's not the right word. A much closer locker room or changing room or whatever you want to call it between the male and female side. And again, that's just because as far as the Roman times go, the females were less likely to go to the baths than the males. And that was just part of the culture that way. Okay, so we've got this going. I'm going to go ahead and make sure all of this is filled up. But unfortunately, that is about all the time I have left. Guys, I want to start the comments of the day again. I just haven't had any comments on the videos. I mean, I've had like the whole comment like first, but I'm not going to put that in the video because that's kind of phoning it in my book, and it's really not worth it. So as the sun sets, I leave you with a challenge. Let's get back into the comments of the day. So let's hear what you have to say about these different builds, and what you have to say about what you would like to see built next. I'm thinking between the next two projects, I'm thinking a Coliseum and a amphitheater, and I'm thinking the amphitheater is going to actually be put right back here. There's a nice little area that we can smooth out and make work a lot better for an amphitheater. So that is the plan, guys. Now we've got this building kind of laid out. I will be working on this periodically, and we'll get this finished up very, very soon. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it and want to see more content like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But guys, that'll do it for me. So I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.